Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Thorum, and it's featuring Morgl, the 7-star Murloc. I love this card so much. There's so many games where you just don't have direction, but you have the ability to build a big minion. Get lucky off Morgl, stabilize the game. Get yourself repeated value turn after turn after turn, and that stabilized turns into a win condition. And it allows you to level in the process. The card is kind of nutty. The big problem though, is that Thorum doesn't have a hero power for the beginning of the game, and sometimes you just die before you get there. All right, enjoy. Oh well, is what it is. Instead of a minion, triples give Dark Moon prizes, upgrades in 4 turns. This anomaly went very quickly from being busted and completely nuts to it's too slow to matter, play the game like normal. Interesting. I guess we're going to be Thorum. But we didn't change each other's opinions on anything, but hey, you got to do something to cover a 3-hour plane ride. Unsuccessful conversion is what happened there. I see Morgl. I play Morgl. Over Boommobile and Braggart. Boommobile's not bad, especially if we fall behind. But hey, Morgl. That's a Murloc. I like the Murloc. Cute. All kind of cute. All kind of bad. One headphone or earphone on. One off. You ever notice that? I actually blew a couple people's minds that watched the stream talking to them at Twitch or at BlizzCon, saying I don't actually wear my headphones on my head or slightly off my head, but you can't see that part. I only listen out of one ear. I'm going to go deaf in one ear. Why? Because I like to hear the sound of my own voice and I wear noise canceling headphones. Plus it's kind of uncomfortable to wear them the entire day. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, I wear one like off my ear in the back, so like you can see where it is. Tried to do some successful conversions, but I ended up with all PDF files. Shit. Like wait till you convert to all unrecognizable file types, and then you start complaining. Then again, nobody can read anything you're typing because like, fuck that thing. Open it in fucking Notepad, man. And then your computer burns down. DJ Bofur's in the house. We got chill vibes. You're going to keep your hearing power on the other ear on the positive side, though. You're right. I actually run music super low volume. Like, if you think it's low on stream, it's super low in the headphones. It's barely background noise. Do that too, so I know if my dog's overreacting to something or reacting to something. Overreacting. It's always an overreaction. Let's be real. But yeah, I like to be able to hear what's going on, and my dogs are here and all that kind of stuff too. It's just easy to sit like this. Though I'm using that you can never see it, so you would never know. Muhahaha. Bofur is bald confirmed. I mean, like, I did stream for 1.5 years with like without a hat consistently. I feel like this was pretty well known. I just kind of got the Flanny and Beanle look. Flanny and Beanie look going for a long time. And now at this point, it's too much of a meme to break. The Flanny and Beanie. Yep. Those were certainly some of the words. Bait triple or not? We don't really care about holding minions in hand. We can just stack the stats on the Morgl in the mid game. I don't think we ever like immediately rush 5 as Thorum. Our hero power is really, really far behind. Etruscan, thank you so much for the love as always, man. Wingspan. Well, I'm 6'6", so my wingspan is somewhere in that range. Ballpark. Oh, we lost the 1-1. Rip. That has a habit of happening. I'm 6'10" with a 39-inch vertical leap. It keeps changing, man. At one point, I was 7'6" with a 40-inch vertical leap last week. What happened? Did I shrink? I figured out how to jump? Why does my height and wingspan and vert keep changing? All right. I will be honest. For a moment here, I forgot that I'm not taking a discovery into a 4-star. I forgot what the Dark Moon prize was, but still, it doesn't really change much. We're doing that anyway. Not gonna lie, your BlizzCon outfit, along with the fact that you were holy shit, you're tall, gave me the typical lumberjack vibes. If it was sweet though, the Celeste shirt was lovely. I love that Celeste shirt. The whole flanny. I'm done. It's now stuck, guys. This is what happens if you mispronounce something too many times. It's now stuck in my head. I'm doomed to say flanny as my look forever now. It's permanent. I don't know if I can fix it anymore. The slip happened too many times and now I'm stuck with flanny. The flannel beanie is comfy as fuck. And I don't want to go back. I like it. Fucking flanny, dude. Well, would be nice to have a hero power in this game. Somewhat overrated. Who needs a hero power when you can have not a hero power? Yep, I just ruined everything. I am now officially a flanny streamer. And I probably will never get away from it. Any chances at how to improve at the round 8k MMR mark? I recently started and it seemed some kind of wall there for me. Hover around it for a lot of games already. Anything special with MMR that can be done to improve? I think it's the typical wall. It's the competitive wall, is 8k. The 8k is a... number one, it's the point where you start seeing top lobbies. You won't see a ton of them, but it'll happen from time to time, and people will start emulating that behavior a lot, and it's like where people really try to learn the game to keep pushing up. You can't just keep an average placement and keep climbing past about that point. You've got to start getting better than the top lobby's average to keep going up. Now, all that being said, how do you help improve? Case by case. It's always the same thing. That there are a million ways to get better at BGs. I wish I had an easy answer for this. If there was, then I'd give it. But my guess is that it's mostly study what people are doing to get better. Not a good answer. Not an overly helpful answer, but it's the only accurate one. To be like, okay, how are we playing differently? What are you doing? It's not that the one person you're watching is always right and you're always wrong, but you look at a lot of people and their behaviors and their typical methods, and you can get some trends that go one way or the other. All right, how long till we get our bullshit? 31 gold. Kill me. There's some heavy hitters around 10k. It gets difficult. Yeah, but like even at 8.5, you start seeing the top lobby a lot. And you get a lot of people, like you're saying, around 10k. Those 10k people can be very scary. People that are just kind of chill and play well and just don't play a ton of games. Like you get to about 80% of your MMR within 150 games or so. That last 20% takes a grind. So I'd love the level. I should be leveling. I don't think I can level. I will lose the round pretty hard by leveling. This is really good for not leveling. And I want, at this point, things that keep me relevant. Because I need to get to this more than I need to, and stay higher health than I need to get to 4 stars next turn. About 9.5k, I frequently see streamers and top players in my lobbies. Yeah, I mean, at 9.5k, you'll get almost exclusively the top lobby. Like 9.5k is what? Brings up leaderboards. Let's do this down here at the bottom. All right, we're at 11.3k is top 100. 11k is like top 140. It's 20 on a page for what it's worth. Like when we talk about like 10k is like 400 people on the server. Think about who's queuing in the 10, just above 10k is like top 325. It just happens to be Slysssa right there. But like there's only 300 people over 10k or 350 people over 10k. It is a very, very, very small group. And when you say who's queuing in the 1 minute window that you're currently queuing in, those people are some of them are going to queue and they're going to look down MMR ranges until they find people to fill those lobbies. It's a hard life being in the 10k range. because you're going to play a lot of games where you're actually at like a major disadvantage with people that are soaking that much rating out of the average game. Oh, I love you. Can I have you right now? You are amazing. What if I take you and the Selfless Hero? Doesn't really do anything with the Observer of Myths. It's still fine. Like, it's a nice minion for right now. That's a big boy. Kind of natural wall at 8K. Didn't really get that, but thanks for the other info. Yeah, I mean, like, it's also, from my experience, that is what, you know, what I've seen and what I've heard. As always with this channel, it doesn't make it right, you know? Like, I don't pretend like everything I say is correct. So this was like the exact opposite order of how we should have attacked to be able to beat this guy. Good to know, good to know. Unfortunate all the way down. So be it. Too bad we also got bad attack order, but at least we only take 6 damage. Still below damage cap, though. Like, this is just so hard to play these games when you don't even get to your hero power turn. On the other hand, just get lucky, bro, is a pretty good line. Look at that shop. Look at the card that's going to be taken this turn. Like, oh, the just get lucky, bro line is OP. Selfless could be so cute on this board. Yeah. Do we think a taunt is big on this board? I want to steal big stats if I can. I was just wondering, since it's a pretty smooth sailing up to 8K and started playing and it just stopped around then. Yeah, fair. Very fair. Like, it's always a question of like, is it my fault or is the game at fault? Or like, is there some reason why I'm fucking up here, or is it some common trend or whatever it might be? I get it. Makes sense. The question. Close. Almost got another attack. I only pretend everything I say is correct, but it's also correct. True. That's the best way. Just convince yourself you're right, so there's absolutely no way that you be wrong. Or view yourself as wrong. I like it. So, yeah, about that. About this board state. I'm thinking Deflecto Bros all the way down. Oh, the cleave's kind of spicy. Oh, it's kind of spicy. Yo, Hinton. Hinton with the 4 months. Hinton, thank you so much for the love, dude. This could be bad. Could be good. Could be anything. Could be dead. Could be good, could be bad, could be dead, could be anything, could be a boat. Monka. Well, not dead, but like, might be the best result. We got like all the stats stolen and we didn't die. Technically, there's probably a way we could have gotten all of the stats stolen and also not lose. Regardless, I'm pretty happy with my 100 Deflecto bot. You ever want the cleave? I think I'd rather put the stats on the Deflectos at this point. Cleave could be helpful. Yeah, but you can only put stats on one thing at a time. So sure, I can make a cleave. But what happens when this is a 30 damage cleave? Or 20 damage cleave? Like, it's very likely to be. Does it stay on the board? It's not like I can give it stats after the first turn. Am I just going to hold it in my hand an additional turn? At least this thing can always just be added to one of the mechs. Added. Then it does 30 damage. Yeah, I mean, it would do its best with whatever small stat line that it gets. If it was like, we could guarantee it was 100 next turn or something like that, then yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts. 100 cleave would be amazing. I'd rather have that than 100 on a deflecto. But a medium-sized minion, which is like, you know, typically what you're seeing at this point in the game, it's not really useful. Yeah, let's go. Hit the divine shields. Keep doing it. Beautiful. Thanks for all the stats, buddy. That's what I was looking for right there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's still like, you know, decent minion. This is useful. 17 damage cleave ain't very useful. Oh, he went up. Oh, he's dead. We went up. We go up, I should say. He dead, we go up. That could have been one hell of a cleave. You know what? It would have tried really hard and shit. Heard Bofur played Trump in basketball and Trump just steffed him from downtown all day despite being full foot shorter than Bofur. And now that's what's written on the internet, so it's true. Like Trump, the card player. I met Trump this weekend. I believe it. That dude can ball. Trump's one of the most, what's the word I'm gonna use here? I want to say like he's the most endearing, genuine kind of person that I've met in a long time. The moment I met him, I liked him. He's just really easy to like. Good guy. Number 2 is Pooh. I mean, I suppose that is also accurate. Wasn't the number 2 I was going for, but number 2 it is. I was going for the Pooh line. At least we didn't steal a 3-4 this time, which is nice. A big step up from last game. Constructed Hearthstone early days of streaming was a vibe. Yeah, for real though. Then again, we had all kinds of characters in that time period. So, pivot, guys. Pivot. It's double theater. Shit, remember, Forsen was a Hearthstone streamer. Forsen was a Hearthstone streamer. Somebody that... Could you imagine Forsen sitting down and playing Hearthstone nowadays? Better yet, can you imagine Forsen's chat being entertained by Hearthstone nowadays? That would be insane. That'd be asinine. There's no way that you keep people entertained in this video game with how he streams nowadays. You mean Zero and Forsen? That's right. Oh, Forsen. That man. He was a riot, though. And is. There's a reason he's so popular. Absolutely fantastic content creator. Oh, and Forsen. God, I forgot about that meme. Total Biscuit. Yeah, Total Biscuit, too. Shit. I didn't come here for the tears. I didn't come here to cry, chat. All right, we're all in. If we don't have a good magnetic that we can hold in hand, which we didn't find one, then we're not going to try to get this small stat gain against a Murloc board or whatever. We're going to go kill people. Whatever happened to Raynad? I believe he is currently still developing on Bazaar. And the last thing I heard from Raynad was upset that Backpack Battles had beat him the market. I'm paraphrasing, but his games look very similar. Backpack Battles has a lot of the same mechanics in it, and it's almost here. That's going to be a tough competitor for him. Oh, shit. Look, we could have had a gigantic 162. If we would have had something in hand. On the other hand, we did just go kill Elise. So I am pretty happy that she is dead. And it was very hard to gauge that you could do that, especially when we never found a magnetic. We would have had to hold the 2020 back in hand. Okay. Well, I mean, we may have to beat this guy twice, so let's be aware of that. T-Rash. Okay. Oh, what about horsies? I'm quite tempted to take this pony at the moment. Hold the Lullabot. Second taunt versus potential stat growth plus bigger body. Definitely debatable. I think we'll even freeze for magnetic. At this point in the game, like, I guess next round's last round. We don't freeze for magnetic. Freeze for second Omega Buster seems bad. Like, I need to make sure that this goes off. Or this, like, taunted Leroy dies. Hopefully Leroy's not too mean. Yeah, as the read. We want this to the left of this. It's rare that you ever don't play last position taunt when you have a solo taunt. And it's that far back in the comp. But I want the little 1/1 to attack before the pony would potentially go off. Why? Why you gotta be this way, game? I'm pretty sure this is as poorly as it possibly could go from the start. So far, we're in the pit. Oh, that's good for combat win, at least, because this thing hits 2 things. So we at least win. Albeit the world's smallest win. Animated Blanchy emote looks like it's having a real good time. Where's Blanchy? Oh, in chat. I miss Blanchy. Blanchy did nothing wrong and was removed from the game. It's actually quite sad. But a win nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, win rate wise, we're fine. We just got, you know, nothing out of this, and we're a little sad. Go for the extra poison. Isn't bad. Base skill would be one of the better hits in the game. Amusingly. Reliably getting this to reset this when he could have a taunted Leroy was really sus. So like having this thing untaunted was really nice. We have ice block. So like even if the game's over or we pop our ice block, so we still want this for the following turn. T-Rash. Okay. So be it. Didn't Blanchy cause an infinite Blanchy problem? Yeah, there were a couple bugs that caused the Reborn to be placed on the unit in combat, which made it Reborn as a Reborn minion, which were pretty funny. The opening couple days after they added some new mechanics and Blanchy just created infinite Blanchies. We should be good here then. Hooray! We stole Big Thing too, just in case we lose. We can take 150 health on something. This game was easy. This one was clean. It really wasn't much, but, you know, it was clean. That once we got ourselves stable, we had Ice Block even to just kind of coast through the middle of the game. Pretty nice minion. GG. GG. That was fun. We've had a lot of Deflecto games today. Was that 3 of them? That was a Deflecto game. That was a Deflecto game. Now this one's a Deflecto game. We talked about it before. Like, Deflecto is more related to just ending the game quickly. If you can make it so nobody gets really big boards, obviously you never compete on stats with people. You got to kill them quick. And this lobby is just like, this is almost normal BGs. If anything, it's arguably slower than normal BGs. That the anomaly doesn't accelerate the game, so a lot of the play patterns that used to be relatively good are better. Like, if you try to do that, like, do this kind of board state in a game that has anomalies that give you free golden minions or extra economy or whatever, people are on the moon with thousand boards, and you're like, well, my Deflectos didn't kill anything. But if you slow the board progression down, Deflecto is relevant for longer, and you can kill people before they get online.